Proposition 10 is among the most significant and most controversial of propositions on the California November ballot. In 1995, the California legislature put the brakes on rent control ordinances that were cropping up in cities around the state by adopting a statute known as the Costa-Hawkins Rental Housing Act. That act prohibited cities from imposing rent control on what was then new housing, that is, housing first occupied after February 1995. And with respect to older housing, it prohibited rent control on units such as condos, where title is separate from the connected units. It also provided that landlords would have a right to increase rent to market rates when a tenant moves out. Proposition 10 would repeal Costa-Hawkins, and it would open the door for cities to adopt or extend rent control, provided that the landlord would still be entitled to a fair rate of return on their investments. The debate over Proposition 10 is focused mainly on the likely effect of new or extended rent control on the housing market. Opponents of Prop 10 have argued that further rent control is likely to dampen new construction of housing by making the ownership of rental properties less profitable and thereby make the shortage of low-cost housing even worse. Supporters of the measure argued that there's no persuasive evidence to support that proposition. Significantly, few participants in the debate addressed the precise issue posed by Prop 10. Prop 10 would neither impose rent control nor limit rent control that presently exists. Rather, by repealing Costa-Hawkins, it would leave that decision to the local governments. So if you believe that rent control should be left to local government, you should vote yes on Prop 10. If you believe that existing statewide limitations on rent control should be retained, you should vote no. Prop 10 is supported by the California Democratic Party and various unions and liberal groups. Opponents include business groups and the California Republican Party.